Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to a new tutorial. It's me IG and I'm back with this amazing tutorial. Guys, today we are going to learn how to make a palazzo pant. It is beginners friendly. So if you're interested, let us get started. Now, as you can see on my table, I have this material. Is not up to 3 yards, it's 2 yards plus, but it's going to be okay for the work. So guys, the first thing to do is to take your measurements. Now let's us take the measurement. So the length of the palazzo trouser, from this down, I'm going to mark 2 inches. This 2 inches is for the hemming of the trouser. And now the length that we are going to use is 43 inches. Plus this 2 inches is going to make it 20. It's going to make it 45. So I'm going to place 43 here. Remember, this is 43. I placed 43 where I marked the 2 inches on the starting point. So I'm going to now take my tape to the upper side. And this upper side, so to here now is 43. That I'm not going to start measuring at this 43 because I need a band. So the band is going to take 2 inches. So I'm going to start here 2 inches. Do you see it? So from these 2 inches to the 43 is going to be the length. Remember, this 2 inches is because we are going to add band of 2 inches. And remember, the palazzo is going to have an elastic and also a rope. So now this 2 inches is here and the 43 inches is here, and this other 2 inches down is the folding on the down part. So from these 2 inches, I'm going to mark my waist to hip line. My waist to hip line is 9 inches. Now let us determine the crotch line. The crotch line is always determined by dividing your hip measurement by 4. Whatever you have, you add to it, and add half-inch seam allowance for ease. But if you are bigger, you can add 1 inch. So my hip measurement is 42. So 42 divided by 4 is 10.5 plus half an inch, which is going to be 11 inches. So I'm going to mark at 11 inches, which is here. We don't need the knee because it's a palazzo, it is free. So I'm going to make all into a straight line. So here is the crotch length, and here is the hip length, and here is our waist measurement. So now let's put our body measurement. So now I'm on this crotch, I'm going to divide my hip by 4, which is going to be 10.5. I'll mark at 10.5. I'll mark here at 10.5. This 10.5 now is my hip measurement, which I mark at the crotch length. So add any allowance you want, starting from 2 to any maximum that you want, depending on how big you want the palazzo to be. So I've made the first one. I added 4 inches to it. It was so big. So this now I'm going to add only 2 inches to it. So I'll add 2 inches to it. Now after the hip measurement, so I added 2 inches. So from here to here now is 12.5. So now I'm going to draw more line to it. Remember, it is 2 inches that we added. Now add also your curve, but before then we are going to bring this 12.5 to the waist measurement. So on your waist, measure also 12.5 and mark it, and now make it to a straight line. So now to get the curve measurement of the crotch, the curve where you are going to curve, you are going to now divide this 10.5 in 4. Remember that this 10.5 is the measurement of your hip. So divide it in 4. For me, it is 2.6, but I'm going to use 2.5. So here I'm going to measure 2.5. Do you see it? So I'll now come up by 1 inch here to make my curve. You can equally use your curve ruler. If you have a curve ruler, you can use your curve ruler. So let's use the curve ruler. So do you see it now? So now we are going to bring down this to the length. Then if you want it to be wider on the down part, you can add inches on the down. So now I'm going to add 1 inch. So what do we have here? We have 15. We have 15 because 2.5 plus 12.5 is 15 inches. We have 15. So on this down part, I'm going to make it 16. I'm adding 1 inch because I want the down to be more wider. So I'm going to mark 16 inches. You can mark 17 if you want. So on this down part now, I'm going to mark 16 inches. Do you see it? So let's now connect it. So guys, you see it? Now we have drafted our front panel. So the next thing now to do is to cut out our panel. So while cutting on this upper side, remember to add ½ inch that you are going to use to join to the band. So now I'm going to cut from here ½ inch. So guys, I have cut it out. The next thing is to open this side. Remember, on this side we did not remove or add anything, so it's just to open the folding. So guys, this is it. Remember, the band we are adding here is going to have elastic because we are using the measurement of the hip plus the 2 inches allowance that we use. So the elastic now will now get the measurement of our waist. So now the front panel has been cut out. So the next thing to do now is to fold another one to cut out the back panel. The main work is on the front panel, and after that the back is not so difficult. Just fold your material again and make sure that you have some inches that you are going to add to the back. So now guys, I have folded our material in two and I'll add the front panel to it. On this waist area, we are going to come out by 2 inches, and here that we came out by 2 inches, we are going to go up by 2 inches also. That is the allowance that we put at the back to prevent our clothes from getting open when we sit down. So on this hip length, I'm going to equally add 2 inches. Then on this crotch curving, I'm going to add 2 inches also. So now I'm going to add all this together. You can equally use your curve. So now this is the back. So these inches that we came up by 2 inches, we are going to connect it to the waist. We are going to connect it exactly to the waist here. So use your ruler to connect it. You see it? We connected it at the waist. From these 2 inches, we connect it at the waist here. So the rest, we are going to add equally to 2 inches. You can add 1.5, but being palazzo, I want to maintain the 2 inches. So basically, this is how to cut out our palazzo. So the next thing to do now is just to cut it out. Now guys, I have cut out the panels. That's the back. Do you see it? And this is the front. So now let us cut out our pockets. So take back your material to cut out 4 pieces. So I have already 2 pieces here. I have already these 2 pieces. So I'm going to place it and use it to cut out the remaining. Just fold it, then place it to cut out. So I need 4 pieces of it. So let's cut it out. That is the 4 pieces we are going to use for our pocket. So the measurements, the width measurement of the pockets, is 6.5 inches, almost 7. Then the length is 12, including the curving. So the next thing we are going to do now is to fix our materials together. So let's take the materials. This is the front. So remember, this is the front. So let's put the other one. So this is the front. So let us map out where we are going to add our pockets. So from this waist area, come down by 1 inch. From this waist, measure 1 inch, mark on it. Mark on it, just notch your 1 inch. So this is where you are going to now add your pocket. So you now take the pocket. This is the right side. This is the right side. These are the 2 right sides of the front panel. So just take your pocket and check the right side also. This is the right side. This is the right side. So right side facing each other. So you now place it like this and you now stitch. After stitching, you now take it to the side of the pocket and top stitch from the front side. So I'm going to do it to the 4 panels and we'll be right back. So guys, I have joined the pockets. Do you see it? And I top stitch the front side to make it flat. This is the back panel. I equally close the 2 back panels with ½ inch from the crotch line. Do you see it? Just take ½ inch and close it down. I did the same to the front panel. Do you see it? Equally the front panel, I close it with ½ inch because it's going to have band with elastic. So I added also the 2 pockets on the front side and top stitch it. So the next thing to do now is to join the sides together. So just take it in this form. Place it in this form. Remember, the front side is going to be smaller than the back because of the allowances that we add to the back. So the back is bigger. Do you see it? That's the back. Is a bit. This is the back. The back is a bit wider, but match it together. Despite that, you have to match it together. So this is how to match it. So here you place it in this form. You place it like this and you will now sew from here. Do you see it? So now on this side, you place it also together. You will now use ½ inch to now sew it. When you come to the pocket, you are not going to sew direct because it's so direct you close the pocket. So you are going to sew it from here. So this is the pocket. You sew it in this way. Do you see it? You sew it like this. Then you come back to the main panel of the trouser. Then you now sew down. That is how to sew it. And after that, you take the sides. This side, you now place it together like this. The under the crotch, you place it together. You open up. You open it up in this form. You place it and you take ½ inch and you close this side, and you take ½ inch and you close this side. I'm going to do it and I'll be right back. So now guys, I have joined the front and the back together. Do you see it? And do you see the pockets where I said we should now start from the waist down to the pockets, and you close the sides up. So let's turn the front to see how it looks. So guys, that's the front. Do you see the pockets? So that's the pockets, the two sides pockets, and we have closed the sides. So now the next thing to do is to measure the waist. So we are going to measure around the waist. So just take your tape. So measure around the waist. So you measure it round and see what you have. So for me, it's going to be 52.5. That is the round waist that I'm going to cut out. The band is going to be 62.5 plus ½ inch to close it up. So it's going to be 53 inches. So that is what I'm going to cut out. And the height of it is going to be 5 inches. So let's do that. So I have cut out my band. Do you see it? I cut this stripe in 2 places. So it is 5 inches. Do you see it? 5 inches. So when I now fold it together like this, I'm going to have 2.5. Then ½ inch is to join it to the main panel. But because it is not long enough to get me 53 inches that I need, that is why I cut out 2. So I'm going to join these 2 places, then it will be enough. So I'm going to do that and close it up and measure out. After joining it, it's going to be more than 53. So you measure out the 53 and cut the rest off. Then after that, you now close it up. So this is now 2.5 inches after folding it. So ½ inch is to join it to the main panel. And remember, while closing it up, remember to leave 1 inch open where you can insert your elastic from, and also the stripe that you want to use. If you want to add stripe to it, you can equally add it from there. So now the next thing to do is to now fix it to the trouser. So look the way you do it, and also top stitch. I'm going to top stitch here to make the opening so easy. So I'm going to top stitch after closing it. When you are closing it from here to here, you leave 1 inch and you close the rest, and you fold it in 2 in this way. Remember, this opening side is going to be outside in front. It's going to be at the front. It's going to be like this at the front. Don't put it inside, at the front when you are fixing it. So while fixing it to the band, while fixing the band to the panel, so you are going to do it in this form. You take it, the opening side, you check the opening side. This is the opening side, so you are going to turn it in this way. Remember, you are going to fix the closing part. This place you join together, you are going to put it at the front where you equally join the 2 panels together. So you put it in this way. Do you see it? So that when you turn it, that is why I said you should top stitch, so that it will be easy. If you don't top stitch, you'll be having this problem. So I'm going to top stitch it before I'll add it. So to show you guys how to add it, you put it in this way. So you put it round, you join it round, so that after stitching it, you turn it in this way. The opening will be here, so that you can insert your elastic. So the elastic I'm using is the height of the elastic is 1.5 inch. That is the elastic, and my waist is 34, that I'm going to cut out 31. So let's measure out 31. So I'm going to cut out 31. It depends on how you want it to be on you. So I want it to be a little bit free since it's having stripe. So now this is my 31 inches. So after joining it, I'm going to use my pin. So just take your pin, you insert it in this way, and you now pass it through that opening. That is after you have joined it to the trouser, you pass it here. Do you see it? So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. So now guys, we have joined our band. Do you see it? So the length is now complete. That's the 2 inches band height that we removed. Do you see it? Exactly 2 inches. Do you see it, guys? So we have joined it. So the next thing now is to insert our elastic. Remember, minus some inches from your waist measurement to get the accurate elastic that you are going to use. Otherwise it's going to be too wild. So now the opening is on the front side, like I said. Do you see it, guys? So insert it, just take it, insert it round. Now guys, I've inserted our elastic. Do you see it? So the next thing now to do is to take it to the machine to now top stitch the band. I will now top stitch the band on the downside and equally on the upper side. Be very careful when you are doing this so that you don't stitch on the elastic, because when you stitch on the elastic, it's a problem. You are going to start afresh. So be very careful. Close to the edge of the band, just top stitch it, and on this upper side top stitch it. After that, I'm going to now insert our stripe. This is optional. If you want, you can insert. If you don't want, the elastic is enough. So I'm going to do that. Fold the down and down. So guys, I have top stitched it. Do you see it? So if you notice that your elastic is almost the same height with your band, you can forget about top stitching at the top, but do well top stitch at the waist area. Do you see it? The down, that is the down of the band. So I have done it, and this is the stripe. I have also inserted it. So now our trouser, palazzo trouser, is ready. So guys, you see it? I'm going to put it on the mannequin for us to see the final look. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe and put on the notification bell, that whenever I upload, you'll be the first to see my video. And if there's anything you don't understand, put it on the comment section. I'll get back to you. So guys, see you in my next video. For now, bye.